I feel like I'm just talking to Emma now. Hi, Emma. We miss you. Different y-intercepts. Okay, that's the official definition. Same slope, same slope. You gotta be careful because sometimes they try to trick you and they have the same intercept and the same slope, which makes them the same line. But we're gonna talk about that in a minute. And I wrote this yesterday, and as we go along, you're gonna be like, you really need to get out more often, but that's gonna come later. So here's what happens. Lines that are parallel, same exact slope. So if I have y equals 1/3 x plus 4 and y equals 1/3 x plus 8, we just look at the slope and make sure they're exactly the same and that they have different intercepts. And we would say, yay, you are parallel, right? Nice and easy, nice and easy. Nice being the key word here, because we are going to talk about my friend, the parallel pirate. He is the nice pirate. Bear with me on this. Here it goes. So here's what's going to happen tonight. You are going to get problems that look like this. We are going to write the equation of a line that is parallel to this dude right here, and it's through this point right here. So here's what I want you to imagine, that you are a pirate, and your job as a pirate is to write lines, right? But you don't want to build your own slope. It's a lot of work. So you travel around the sea and you steal the slope from other lines. But you're a nice pirate. All you're going to do is take that slope, and you're not going to torture it. You're not going to be mean to it. You're not going to take their gold. You're not going to take the rum. You're just taking the slope. So here you go. You come in. You got your little nice pirateness. You're going to walk over. You're going to steal the 1/4. That is literally all you're going to do. You're going to say, R, I want 1/4. You could probably leave the R off if you want. And you're going to say, now I'm going to do what we did last night by writing the equation of that line, right? And if you want, you could just watch me do it because you've done a lot of these, so I'll do it for you. So I'm going to say y plus 5. You see what I did there? Did a little flip, equals 1/4 x plus 4. And I'm happily doing my little pirate thing by making my little pirate line. I am happy, happy, happy. So I come up with y equals 1/4 x minus plus u 4. Right? Okay. First thing that can happen. That happens out in the sea. But you are now a boat, and you realize that there are pirates all over, right? So you are still a nice pirate, and you're going to still steal the slope, but the boats are onto you, and they are now hiding the slope. The slope is hidden. It's in there. You need to find it and then steal it. So right now with your table group, I would like you to be the pirate, find the slope. Find the slope right now. Before we do the next part, just find that slope. So first, board the boat, move things around, look in the holes, look up in the crow's nest, look at me listening to all these pirate terms, and then steal that slope, right? So you're going to want to get y by itself. Do I care about anything else? Do I care about the intercepts? I do not. All I care about is the slope. I don't want the gold. I don't want any of the other booty out there. Get it? Pirate booty. B-O-T-E-O-O-T-Y, not B-O. I don't know. I guess that would be the same booty. Steal the slope. Boom. Again, I feel confident. Everyone is saying to me, this is exactly how my teacher taught it last year. Negative 3y equals negative 1x plus 9. And now here's what's interesting. I got other stuff going on over here. I don't even care about that. I just care about this guy, right? All I'm doing is stealing the negative 1 over negative 3 or 1/3. So now I am going to ask you, if you first thing, wriggle your fingers if you stole a 1/3. Everyone stole a 1/3. Now do me a favor, write the equation of that line, however you like doing it, right? because I've done it a lot. You do one. You write the equation of that line. Here's your pirate slope. Here's that, huh? Kind of just want you to get fast at it. It's kind of why I'm making you keep doing them. Oh, I'm gonna mess up. Oh, careful here. So many people yelled at me today. They're like, that's 0. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, I only get to be smug because often I do make mistakes. Think about how many of these I have to do every day. Think about how much stupid stuff comes out of my mouth. So much. Hopefully you got y equals 1/3 x minus 2. Because that becomes negative. Right? Okay, nice pirates. You know, obviously, the ocean is big. There are, oh, Case was so worried. Now he, we also have mean pirates, right? We have mean pirates. So here we go. Perpendicular lines. Lines, it could be more than 2. Lines. Okay, this is really important. I wrote 2 words up here because there are 2 things going on. So here's how I think about it, right? On these ones, opposite reciprocals looks like this. If I have 3, oh, I don't want that. If I have 3/5, that's one of my slopes. The other slope has 2 changes. Lines that have slopes that are opposite reciprocal. And here's what opposite reciprocal means. One is positive, one is negative, one is 3/5, the other one is 5/3. It's got to have both things happening. If you just have one, like I have kids who'll be, oh, 1/2 and negative 1/2, those are perpendicular. No, they're not. Or I'll have kids who will say, oh, I got 2 and I got 1/2. Those are perpendicular. So you know, so first thing, they got to be opposites. One has to be positive, one has to be negative. 2 things, which is why you are a mean pirate. You are stealing the slope in the next problem and torturing it. And you're not just torturing it a little bit, you're seriously torturing it. You're flipping it upside down, hanging it, throwing its feet, and you're stabbing it with a little knife, a little negative sign. I know. I need a life. Don't judge me. I feel your judgment. So here we go. Let's do it. This is as bad as it gets tonight. So here I am, I'm a perpendicular pirate. So the first thing, those boats are definitely hiding their slopes. They are definitely hiding them. So the first thing we got to do, we got to go onto the boat and we got to find the slope. And then we're probably going to burn the boat down because that's the kind of jerks we are. So here's what. Let's do it. Let's find the slope. 5x plus 3y equals negative 21. Get y by itself. 3y equals negative 5x minus 21. Now again, you don't even care what else is on that boat. So do I care about this 21/3? I do not. All I do is I come in, I steal this beauty, right? I'm taking her with me. Now it's getting lynchy. Now it's wrong. So I'm going to take that. I'm going to take it back to my boat. And then I am going to torture it in 2 ways. Tell me one of the things I'm going to do to that slope. I'm going to make it positive. It was negative. It's going to be positive. What's the other thing I'm going to do to it? I'm going to flip it upside down. That is my new slope that I am going to use to build whatever weird pirate chest I am building, right? So here we go. Sarah, you with me? So I'm going to go ahead and say y minus 1 equals 3/5 x plus 5. So y minus 1 equals 3 over 5x plus 1. I'm going to move that 1 over. Did I make any mistakes there? I feel like I did.
No. Why is it? Yeah, what's possibly 2?
Oh, wait, sorry. It's not 1, 3, 4. I knew I did something wrong.
Why is it 4?
Because this cancels with this. 1 times 3. Yeah. Thanks. So you fixing it? Am I good? Okay. There are 2 other types of lines. Oh, wait till you see this next one. It's my favorite one. Next thing is not a pirate at all. Clearly, just some weird kid who lives in your neighborhood and wants to come over and pet your dog, but he has boundary issues and comes over all the time, like in the middle of dinner. So you start to pretend like he's not home and he knocks on the door. I mean, not like that happens to me. I'm going to go back in a minute. I'm just going to keep rolling. So here's what. Tonight's problem, some of them will say parallel, perpendicular, or nothing. And one of the options is nothing. Hey, do these look like they should be something? Yeah, they do, but they're not. Because either they're the same, exactly the same, or they have 2 things changed. And these are kind of the same, but that one's positive, one negative, or they haven't been flipped. So they are nothing but the weird kid. And look at him. You can tell he's a weird kid who knocks on your door. Am I the only one that has that happen? No one else has a weird kid that comes to their house, tries to their dog? Shut up. You guys have that. Okay. Last thing that can happen, and I went with pirate twins, but it's really schizophrenic people. And here's why. I know. Because if people are saying, look, meet me and me. And it's like you're the same person. Here's what. I might say, what are these? And you're like, okay, I know this one's got a slope of 2. I'm going to figure out the slope of this guy. Here's what I'm going to do. Again, why does that one keep coming up? I'm going to say negative 3y equals negative 6x minus 12. I divide by negative 3, divide by negative 3, divide by negative 3. And I'm getting pretty happy right here because I'm like, oh, Miss T, I'm done. They're parallel. No, they're schizophrenic weird people who have multiple personality disorder because they are truly the same damn line. And in math, we don't call that schizophrenic disorder because that's really judgy. What we call that is coinciding lines, meaning they're the same. They're the same. They try to trick you, but they're the same. Right? I have 2 last examples and we are done. One is really easy, one is not super easy, but it's not bad. So guess what? Take a look at that bad boy right there. Tell me. Parallel, perpendicular, coinciding, nothing. And I'm going to come back to you. While you're doing this. Hold on. I'm not an audio right what you need to write. You good? Audrey, I gotta go on and we'll come back to it, baby. I got you. So let people write this down and then we'll come back. So here's what I want you to do. I got 2, you gotta find the slope of both of them and compare them, right? So find the slope and take a look at them. All I did, I'll come talk to you. Oh, so here's what happens. You see, so find the slope, right? We'll do it right here. Let's go ahead and yep. Beautiful.
You still do the thing where you don't focus.
I know you're just finding out what the slopes are and then seeing timing parallel.
But you know what happens? negative 3 to the negative 4 times the same stupid line. You just try to trick you. Like, these are the lines that are low. So sometimes they try to trick you, like, oh, look, I'm different. It's like, no, you're not. It's just you with a
I got negative 1 or 2 too. That's the one where you have to hold it.
Hey, so here's what I'm getting. Looks to me, I'm going to say 2y equals negative 1x plus 2. Y equals negative 1/2 x plus 1, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to do this guy. Negative 3y equals negative 6x plus 21. Divide by negative 3. Oh, what the hell happened there? Divide by negative 3. Divide by negative 3. Divide by negative 3. Y equals 2x plus minus 7. So all I care about is this dude and this dude. Are they the same? No. So parallels off the table, coincides off the table. They're either nothing or they are perpendicular. Do they have opposite signs? Yeah, they do. That's pretty good. Are they flipped versions of each other? Yes, they are. The last thing I want to tell you is this. There are some problems that you are not going to do mathematically ever. And I keep trying to tell you this. Please ignore that line over it. When you see heartbreak problems, please, 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 my lambs, just do them by graphing because it's really, really easy. Don't try to be all mathy. Just think to yourself on this one, hey, y equals negative 7. I go to negative 7, I put my little heart and I break it. X equals 2. Guess what happens whenever you have a flat line and a perfectly up and down line? What are they? Every single time, all day long. What happens if I have a straight up and down line and another straight up and down line? Parallel. How about two flat lines? Parallel, right? So could you do math here? Yeah. Do you want to? No. So heartbreak problems for me, I do them visually. I'm going to cut stuff off your stuff. That did not make any sense. I'm going to get the cut problems off your homework. I'm going to do stuff to stuff. Didn't even make any sense.